morning. So I think this is good news. Good news Saturday from Canada and the UK, and maybe we are watching the end, beginning of the end of mainstream media. So Canada, Pierre Poilievre, I was watching him, listening to him. I like this guy. I think he's a good speaker. I know he's a globalist. Absolutely, the strings are there. No, they have these strings on him, pulling the strings, right? I know this. But still, I like him. Which is weird, but I do. So he was talking to this crowd, and I saw in the crowd people were holding up these signs saying common sense. A lot of these signs, right? Common sense. So this is what he said. He said, stop the censorship laws. People really like this. No mandatory digital ID. People like this too. And then he said, ban all ministers from any involvement in the World Economic Forum. And the crowd went wild. They loved this. Tell Trudeau to butt out and let parents decide what to teach their kids about sexuality and gender. They love this too. Stop sending money to foreign dictators and terrorists. He said all the right things. Right? Now I was thinking, he's a globalist. The strings are there, right? But why is he saying these things? Trudeau would never say these things, would he? Where did he get this information from? That's what I'm asking. Well, Pierre Poilievre, he knew what to say. His job is to get elected, of course. But he knows what to say now, so where did he get the information from? From mainstream media, what do you think? Of course not. He got it from the people, he got it from alternative media. That's where the truth is. That's where he will find out, what to say. So that's why I'm saying, mainstream media, they are losing. See? Trudeau would never say things like this, and he detests alternative media. They are all fascists and far-right extremists and whatever. Basically everybody, And you need to regulate alternative media. That's his idea. He would never say this. And this will get him kicked out, of course. Because he doesn't know what people think. Well, maybe he do know. Maybe. But he will refuse to say these things. Right. So I think it's great. So you have this guy now in Canada saying the right things. Of course, the strings are there. But use him. Use him to get rid of this total asshole, Trudeau. Right. And then put pressure on Poilievre to do these things that he's been talking about. I have strong doubts, of course. I know what happens usually. For instance, in the UK, you saw Boris Johnson. People liked him, right? He said the right things. And then it turns out to be a total asshole. Well, they had the strings on him. Or they attached the strings, maybe. I don't know what happened to Boris Johnson. We see it here in Sweden too. We have this nationalist party, the Sweden Democrats. And 20% of the people here voted for them. And then we have this disappointment. That's all it is. It's a disappointment. The strings are there. They are globalists. Now, absolutely. Maybe earlier too. I don't think they were, really. But as soon as they got to power, they got to them, So what's going to happen here? I don't know. When is the next election in Canada? When is it? You know? Of course you know. Canadians, you know this. Well, it looks good. Well, as good as it can get, possibly, you know. So I look forward to this election. I look forward to the day when Trudeau resigns or has to leave. You know, this will be a fantastic day. It's personal for me now. You know. I dislike this guy so much, it's unbelievable. Now, in the past, when I was thinking about politics, well, there were people that I liked, people that I didn't like, you know. It was nothing like this. This is so intense. This guy is just too much. And it will mean a lot to all of us to get rid of him and see him ridiculed properly. Even more than he is today, you know. And the truth about him has to come out. You see, everybody needs to know what Trudeau did. All people need to know who this guy is. You see? Right. I have to say this about the UK. This is great news too. Andrew Bridgen, this brilliant man, he won't stop. Now he's bringing in the A-team to the UK Parliament. The A-team. He's bringing in reinforcements. On the 4th of December, there will be a meeting in the Parliament, the UK Parliament, hosted by Andrew Bridgen, and they will talk about the pandemic and its consequences. And he brings in these people: Malone, Pierre Poilievre, Ryan Cole, Angus Dalglish, Steve Kirsch, and David Martin. It's great. So they will be there. And the idea is that the other MPs should be there too, listening. No, I'm starting to think that they are starting to become desperate, these other MPs, or no, they feel very uncomfortable at least. You know, people in the UK, they write to their MPs telling them to go to this meeting. So they get these messages and say, oh, they want me to go to this meeting, right? This is awkward. What kind of excuse can I have not to go? I have to find another excuse. You see, I can't go. They will not like it if I go there, you know. If I go there to that meeting, something bad will happen to me, I think. See, very strange, awkward situation for these MPs. I saw a comment, I was reading comments below this video, and this guy says, "Looks like my MP blocked me." Right. Right, that's all. Be good.